G'day viewers, I'm Chris and this is the Kre8iv Space, so welcome. We're not actually going to head over to the workbench to get creative today. Instead, I have something to unbox to show you all. But before I do the unboxing, I just want to give you a bit of background into how the product came about. Now, at the Kre8iv Space, we believe the creative process has three stages. You imagine, you design, and you create. So those three stages of the creative process were used in the production or the publication of a creative journey journal. So they all fit into our, what we believe is the process of creativity. So the three books work well together. They work hand in hand. However, you can use the journals individually as well. They don't, of course, have to be used together as three. So, enough of me talking. How about we start to open? So, let me turn around. Pardon me. And here it is. I need to pull back a bit. So here it is, all the way from Amazon, and these are available now on Amazon. So if you head to amazon.com.au, you'll see them there, but only the paperback versions. Pardon me. If you're in other areas overseas, then there is a hardback version as well available. So let's head to the workbench and do some unwrapping. So I'll meet you over there. Alrighty, here we are. Are you excited? I'm excited. Let me grab that parcel. Let's open this up and see how they've turned out. Here we go. Woohoo! Wow, that looks exactly like the way that I've designed it. So we have Imagine. That looks pretty good. Design. Yep. And Create. There we go. So, unveiling done. That was easy, wasn't it? Hey, they have turned out really, really well. I'm very impressed with the quality of those. The images have reproduced really well. Yeah, excellent. All right, let's open them up and take a gander, hey? All right, so Imagine, and the title page has a little thing on it that you can put your name or whatever on there, and the rest of this one is just a wide-lined journal, and it has a little spot up there on the top right or top left, depending on which page you're writing on, to record the date or any other info that you might want to record on it. So yeah, that's come out pretty much like it looked in the designing process. So again, with the Imagine, it's all about getting those creative thoughts out of your head. So rather than tossing and turning it in the early morning with a creative thought that you can't get out because you don't want to forget about it, keep this next to your bed, and you can then write it down until a future date when you're ready to do the designing of it. Or maybe wherever it is, maybe you're out on a walk, take it with you for a walk. You might see something that inspires you or triggers a creative idea. So that's your Imagine journal, all about getting just recording all those creative ideas that you have. And if you're anything like me, as I said, it's can either be 2 in the morning or it can be 10 at night and you just can't get to sleep at all. So the design book, again, we have our title page. And however, inside is slightly different. So in the design book, we have on the right hand side a sketch area where we can sketch out the product. So what you're doing is you're taking a creative idea from your Imagine journal and you're putting it into this book where you're going to start giving it bones, so to speak. So you can sketch out an idea here, put some measurements in. Over this side, we've got an area for you to write down maybe websites or things that have inspired you. Maybe you've seen little samples of, I don't know, timber or something that you can tape into there. An area for you to write down some colors. Maybe you've got a particular color you want your project to be, or a few different colors. Then you've got your material components. This is kind of like a checklist where you can write down the different, are you using timber? What kind of timber do you want to use? Or maybe you're 3D printing, what filaments are you using? Or maybe you're laser engraving something, or maybe you're crocheting something. So this is really just an area where you can list the items that you think that you're going to need. Down the bottom, you've got a space for extra notes and more detail. And over that side, you've got a little area to write down what equipment that you might need to have. So do you need to get someone who has a 3D printer to print you something? Or, is the saw that you've got that needing to be replaced, it's not so great anymore? Or maybe there's a certain size drill bit, etc., etc. You get the idea. So that is the design journal, and there's enough room in there for you to put lots and lots and lots of designs in there. So you can sit down. I don't know what your routine is. Maybe you don't have a routine, but you can sit down maybe once a week, grab an idea out of Imagine, stick it into design, and start writing down some notes and things in there. Then perhaps you're thinking, okay, well, what am I going to create now? I've finished this particular project. Well, lo and behold, let's go into our Create journal. Let's open that up. Same title page, but inside is slightly different again. So we have the first 2 pages. This is really a planner. So over on this side, we have the project, what it is that you're creating. So this is really recording the project. So you've got it from design. You've figured out all the things that you need to use, etc., and measurements, and you're starting to now produce it. So here you've got the project name, the date you start, the materials that you've got on hand, the materials that you're going to need, the websites that you need, who you might need to contact, samples of things, colors or photos of things, extra notes. You've got a timeline to keep track of your project. So maybe you're creating this project for somebody and they need it in a particular time. So you've got a timeline there to fill out. Milestones and tasks, things that you need to do in a particular time, when you need to do it. Observations as you're doing it. So maybe you are using a laser engraver and you just observe that maybe the settings that you have might need to be tweaked. So that's an area that you can use for that kind of thing. And down the bottom, you can either sketch your finished product, or even better, taking a photo and sticking it in there so that you've got a record of it. So then that creative project that you've imagined, you've designed, you've now created, and this is the record of all the projects that you've created. So you now have a reference. So you may have a project that you've created for somebody, and maybe a couple of months down the track, you've got another person who also wants something similar. So you've now got a reference to that, and you can then show the person a picture of the completed project if you don't have one. And you've got all your settings and all the material and everything all written out in that book. And over those two, you've got some more lined pages. So again, this is just overflow. So you might want to glue or put in extra things. So, maybe cutting the different colored yarn that you've used to put in there, or whatever it is. So this can be a scrapbooking area. It can be just a journaling of your journey to get it to the creation phase. So there we go. I'm glad I was able to unbox those here for you. And a little surprise. So if you're a subscriber to the Kre8iv Space, then you have the chance to win a complete set. I am giving away the first ever Kre8iv Journey set. Now, all you have to do is share this with somebody. If you're not a subscriber though, you need to subscribe. That way you get to be on the list. But I'll leave it for maybe 2 weeks and then announce a winner on another video. So thanks for being here as I unboxed the first ever Kre8iv Design publications. So yeah, maybe they'd be a great gift if you've got a creative person that you need to buy gifts for. Then this could be just the thing. And also a heads up, coming soon, there will be some more books and journals on the way. So I'll be doing some more unboxing videos with that as well. So thanks for being here at the workbench. And on our next episode, we'll have some creative craft ideas for Mother's Day. Well, that's another episode of the Kre8iv Space wrapped up in an Amazon padded bag. Remember to click on that bell to get notified of future content. Subscribe also, really appreciate that. And also, if you want to go into the draw to win this Kre8iv Journal series, then please subscribe and share with friends and get them on board. Head on over to Amazon. I've left all the links down in the description as well for where you can grab the books. But thanks for being here today. Thanks for being part of the unveiling of this. And until next time, remember that every day is a great day to be creative. See ya.